You won't believe how easy it is to bake a pumpkin bundt cake out of the vanilla cake mix. We're starting by greasing the bundt pan, which is most important part of the baking. I like to use candy melting pot to melt in vegetable shortening with the AP flour. You turn melting pot on high and whisk with a blending whisk till everything combines. When the mixture is ready, you thoroughly brush bundt pan with a silicone brush. Make sure to cover the whole surface of the bundt cake pan with the vegetable shortening mixture. That will prevent your bundt cake to stick into the pan. You will be able to find links to all ingredients and equipment I use for this recipe below in the description. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and start measuring all needed ingredients for making a pumpkin bundt cake. I use a large glass mixing bowl to start mixing all my ingredients. For this recipe, we will first start combining all wet ingredients. First, break 4 eggs into the bowl. Whisk eggs with a large whisk, or if you don't have one, you can simply use fork. Next, pour milk into the egg mixture and whisk it again. Now it is time to add 15 ounces of pumpkin puree into the egg mixture. Keep mixing pumpkin puree into the egg mixture till time it's fully combined and you don't have any lumps of pumpkin puree floating around. After the step, don't forget to add your melted and cooled butter, which I forgot recording this recipe, which I will have to add the melted butter later. Next, add 1 package of vanilla cake mix into the mixture. Add additional 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, followed by 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Start whisking everything together. Your mixture will start getting thicker. You might switch to the silicone spatula to finish mixing. Add half a cup of melted unsalted butter. My favorite method to melt butter is by using the same candy melting pot that we used earlier. You just need to wash your silicone insert before melting the butter. It's preventing the butter from burning. Now it is time to transfer pumpkin cake mix into the greased bundt pan. You need to cover evenly pan with the mixture. Bake bundt cake between 40 and 50 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While you're baking your bundt cake, let's make chocolate leaves to decorate your bundt cake. Melt 1/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips in the candy melting pot. Transfer melted chocolate into the silicone mold and remove excess chocolate with the cake spatula. Place silicone molds with the chocolate in the freezer for about 5 minutes till chocolate hardens. Carefully remove chocolate leaves out of the silicone molds by bending silicone molds If you break one, just put it back in the pot with the melted chocolate. Remove your bundt cake out of the oven and let it cool to the touch about 5–10 minutes. Take round cooling wire rack and flip over on the top of the bundt cake pan. And now take everything together and flip it upside down. Your metal pan is still hot, so use your kitchen towel to hold the pan and gently lift it up. The bundt cake needs to cool to the room temperature, which is about 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, then it's take about 1 to 2 hours. While it's cooling, we're going to prepare cream cheese frosting. In a medium bowl, combine room temperature butter, room temperature cream cheese, sour cream, and vanilla extract. Whip all ingredients together with a hand mixer till time when the mixture will be very creamy. Start by mixing on a low speed and slowly increasing to the higher speed. If you are not a big fan of the cream cheese frosting, you can try to replace this frosting for maybe caramel glaze or simple vanilla glaze or even chocolate frosting. I will leave those recipes links in the description below. Now it is time to add 16 ounces of confectioner's sugar. We're going to add a half a cup of confectioner's sugar at the time and start mixing on a low speed. Otherwise you're going to have a big mess in the kitchen. After everything is completely mixed, you add another half a cup and mix it again. After all sugar completely added to the mixture, turn speed on high and mix it for a few minutes. You should get a creamy mixture. Next, transfer cream cheese frosting into the 21-inch piping bag with a piping tip. I will leave the links to the piping tip and the bag in description below. I found that the best tool to transfer the frosting into the piping bag is a silicone spatula. I start by scraping all frosting from the edges of the bowl, and now taking one scoop at a time and transfer it into the bag till time when the bag completely is full. I really like to use this particular piping bags for the frosting because they're a little bit sticky and you don't need to use piping bags ties to tie the bag. You just simply twist and turn the end of the bag. By now your bundt cake should be cooled to the room temperature. If you don't know if your bundt cake completely full before you start frosting, you can check the temperature of your bundt cake with a food thermometer. I personally have several different thermometers for different uses. For this particular, I would like to use laser gun thermometer. This way I don't have to puncture the surface of the bundt cake. I usually try to take temperature from the inside of the bundt cake. Remember that the temperature have to be between 70 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Before you starting to decorate your bundt cake, it's better to transfer it to the final destination. This particular bundt cake will go to my husband's office, so I have to package in a box. I use the cake lifter to transfer my bundt cake without breaking it. This is a tricky part. You want to pipe your cream cheese frosting into the evenly spaced strips. So how I do it, I pipe across. So I first pipe one side and after another one. Now it looks like your bundt cake been separated with the cream cheese frosting in half. Next I'm piping again and separating in the quarters. If you need to push more frosting to the bottom of the piping bag, what you do is just simply twist the top to remove any air pockets start forming at the top of the bag. With the rest of the frosting you have left in the bag, you're going to pipe swirl on the middle of the bundt cake. I always like to give a final touch to my bundt cakes. For this one, we're going to put chocolate leaves we made earlier on the top of the frosting. Well, normally I would have cut this bundt cake at the end of the video to show you what is inside the bundt cake and how moist it is. And I guarantee you it's very moist and tastes delicious, but this particular bundt cake I'm sending to my husband's office, so I'm going to package in a paper box with a clear window. I will leave the link to this box below in the description.